Dark Brotherhood had given me assignments. It was time to fulfill them. My first one was near the areas of Windhelm, so I made my way to my first target. The anxiety was running through my head. I wanted to show the Dark Brotherhood that I meant business when I was going to join them. Yes, the Imperials always had their business, especially with the Stormcloak Rebellion going on. I believe that's the prisoner they had behind me, but it was none of my affair, so I let them be. Now, I had a different duty to take care of, so it was just a matter of now finding them. I made my way into the town, seeing if I could find out some information. Angus Mill was where the area would be.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
Really?
Let's see. Now there's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to
Take care, courier. What is this? The orphanage. Interesting how things always come back around. Ah, well. Now the Grelod, the Kind, has been dispatched. It looks like the children are actually going to be given for adoption. I guess you could say I did do a good deed and all. Although, not part of my motive. But, in the same way, they are children after all. Ah, I found my victim. A fisherman, sleeping in his tent in the middle of the night. This would be a good kill. Clean, easy. But, I still had to be cautious. This was near the mill. There's a good chance someone might come out drunk walking around or something of that nature. So I crept my way over. Poor man, sleeping away. No idea that death hovered over. Well, a contract's a contract. My blade shined against the moon. I knew I had to do this. Right. So, poison would be the right way to do it. The frostbite venom slid across this blade. Well then, Papias, it's time to meet Oblivion. My next step was at Darnstar. I made my way over. People there seemed on edge.
Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Maybe this would answer the reason why. I made my way into the inn, seeing if I could find out what was going on, and find out more about my target.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fruki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Or is he?
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will.
Yes, put your trust in the gods that will forsake you. That's always good advice.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for
What rumors are going on lately?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you
It
believe
is odd. Have you heard any other rumors?
Everyone in town knows about the Black Door, and to never go near it.
Interesting.
See ya.
Excuse me.
What troubles you, my son? Yes.
What's wrong with everyone around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, and I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Don't be ridiculous. Dreams. They're harmless.
In any other circumstance, I'd agree with you. However, these aren't normal dreams. The Daedric Lord Vermina's voracious hunger for memories is responsible for these visions. The nightmares are an echo of her presence as she feeds.
What's your plan then?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
What do you mean, return?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I can't trust you. I know you're hiding something. Especially when you say return.
Your concerns are understandable. Trust is a very difficult commodity to come by these days. I can only give you my word as a priest of Mara that my intentions are honorable.
Alright then. How can I help you?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Who is the Daedric Lord Vermina?
I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares just like the people of Dawnstar.
Were they successful?
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Why is it dangerous up there to sleep then?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
The temple was a husk of its former self, although it seemed small for such a large tower. Maybe there was more than meets the eye in this one. A few books I could use.
I'll have this open.
One particular one. On an old legend. I'd have to look into this further in time. But not now. Ah, that was the reason why. Illusionary door. Clever.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
I felt something pulling me. Calling. And there it was. A staff of immeasurable power.
Behold the skull of corruption. The source of Dawnstar's war. We must reach the inner sight and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Why would one destroy such a piece of beauty, I wonder? Well, time would tell. When we finally got to the artifact. The orcs rose. They must have been sleeping. I wasn't ready. But I would be from now on.
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Looks difficult.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
You seem to know a lot about this place. I think it's time you talk.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright then, I'm ready.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. You can't beat me!
Really? Die!
Yes, my son. What is it I can help
I
you?
found the torpor you took.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
Here? Now?
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
If it doesn't, we'll have words, priest.
Let's continue. We still have much to do.
The bottle was an interesting substance. It felt like fire going down my throat. And the next thing I know, I was in the past. Everything was fuzzy to my eyes, as you can see here.
No more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I made my peace. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop.
My voice must have taken on Casimir's voice,
Here, guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
as if I'm in his body.
To the death.
There it was. The staff. I would have it. Something called to me from it. I could feel the pull, but not yet. Orcs and humans fought. I had to make my way without being caught, or being killed. Let them fight. I would find this objective, this thing to turn on, the miasma. And with it, maybe find a way to get past. Ah, here it was. Now we know how they all went to sleep. And here I was. Right back in my own time, but on the other side of the barrier. The potion at work. Now, it was time to continue on. I wanted to see the staff firsthand.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It served a purpose, and that's what it needed.
After what you just experienced, you're not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
We can discuss it later. Let's proceed.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
We had to kill the Guardians first.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
We had no choice.
Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, An incantation to remove the barrier.
He thinks they had to die for Dawnstar. No. I feel something else. That staff calls. It pulls me. Do I resist it? Or do I embrace it?
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and needs
A voice echoed in the tower
Grant me the power to break through
that
this
only I could hear.
to send the skull to the depths of Oblivion.
He's deceiving you.
The voice
When the ritual's complete, the skull will
of
be
Vermina.
and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
As do all Daedric lords. Fine. I coat my venom and put my blade in venom and kill him.
Lucky hit! Enough!
A good kill. Now, let's see what this priest kept on him. A few things that might come in handy in time. But my main treasure was here, staring me in the face. The skull of corruption, they called it. It was now mine. My first artifact of the legacy of Oblivion. You'll find it, by the way, in the treasure room. Enjoy it. It will bring much pleasure in your deaths. But of course, that's something we'll talk about for another day. Until then.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed A Man Called Oblivion as much as I enjoy making it. Thank you very much for viewing it. Talk to you later.